to an ABC News 4 exclusive. Alex Murdaugh admits in court filings that he owes his brother and former law partner $500,000. It's called a confession of judgment. And while on paper it may appear he's coming clean, attorneys say it could be a maneuver that would make sure those two get their money before the family of Gloria Satterfield. Our Ann Emerson working for you to untangle this latest move. Ann?
Well, Alex Murdaugh's brother, Randy, and his ex-law partner, Johnny Parker, may have just jumped to the front of the line when it comes to payouts. That's according to the lawyers for Gloria Satterfield's sons. They say their clients and possibly the families involved in that fatal boat crash are once again being victimized by Murdaugh. Murdaugh is behind bars right now for allegedly stealing millions in an insurance claim meant for his housekeeper's sons. But in an extraordinary move, Alex signed a confession to make sure his brother and Parker get any money owed. I just spoke with Satterfield's attorney, Eric Bland, and Ronnie Richter. This is what Mr. Bland had to say about the situation.
Not only were they betrayed because the money that was due their mother and their children was stolen, but now they're being told once again, you are less than my brother. I stole $3.5 million from you, but I want my brother to get judgment over me, and I want you to have to fight like hell over the next 2 years to get judgment over me.
According to the Satterfield attorneys, these lawsuits are normally tied up in courts for years, but this move by Alex Murdaugh could speed things up considerably, at least for his brother and former partner, a point he finds fundamentally unfair to his clients.
It doesn't surprise us because the rules don't seem to apply to Alex Murdaugh, and now they don't apply to his brother and Johnny Parker.
Well, however, Alex Murdaugh's assets are frozen right now and under the control of lawyers appointed by a judge, and that could stop these payments, and we'll tell you why at 7 p.m. Working for you, Ann Emerson, ABC News 4.
Thanks, Ann. And we have reached out to Randy Murdaugh and John Parker for comment late this afternoon, and we'll update this story when we hear from them. In addition, we've learned that the court-appointed managers of Murdaugh's money have been added as defendants in these cases, so they'll get a say if the money is paid out. Several investigations open related to Alex Murdaugh following the death of his wife and son in Carlton County. One case state police reopened involved the 2015 death of Stephen Smith. And new tonight, we're uncovering hours of law enforcement case file interviews. Our lead investigator, Ann Emerson, went to Hampton County for a story you'll only see on ABC News 4.
If you listen to the hours of case audio files from the Highway Patrol's investigation, you'll hear that the responding officers did not believe that Stephen Smith was hit by a car or that this was an accident.
There is no body trauma other than to the head area. Does not appear to be, in my opinion, struck by a vehicle.
He had no abrasions, no torn clothes. His shoes were still on his feet, cell phone still in his pocket.
And there were different rumors and about it, him possibly getting hit by a car and this and that. He didn't get hit by no car.
So I responded to it, and so he met me I guess it was the evening of June 28th.
That good-looking boy with blue eyes and blonde hair was openly gay. One of the men who said he had met Stephen on Craigslist barely a week before he died spoke to investigators.
It's a remote possibility that it might be somehow related to, another similar, Craigslist encounter, and, but not everybody likes his sexual orientation.
And then there's Mark Bickhart.
We were going to get married.
The 47-year-old told police and Stephen's family that he was Stephen's boyfriend. Stephanie, Stephen's twin sister, was not convinced.
Stephen's never had a relationship. That's one thing that got me when this guy said I'm his boyfriend, because he's not Stephen's type. No, you're more of a sugar daddy, and he got mad at me for saying that.
Mark tells investigators that Stephen called him when he was here at Snyder's Crossroads in Colleton County. Stephen told him that he was getting harassed by some guys in a pickup truck.
He said that he was being harassed at that store. By who? He didn't say. He said it was a couple of guys in a pickup truck. If I recall correctly, he said they were rednecks. I know at one point I heard mud tires. I heard big mud tires. Big mud tires.
Mark says later that night, Stephen ran out of gas. He was walking.
I believe the last text, if my mind calls me correct, that I looked at it was 3:37 a.m.
20 minutes later, the 911 call came in. A man driving to work saw something in the middle of the road.
Hampton County 911, where's your emergency?
As Stephen's car was found about 3 miles away here on Bamberg Highway. The gas tank cap was off.
He was supposed to be on the way, but from what I'm learning, he was headed home.
Mark Bighart is only one of more than a dozen interviews. The rumor mill of Hampton ran rampant.
You're going to hear all kind of rumors, you know, just because Stephen was gay. I said, but I don't see any reason why they would have to, you know, harm Stephen. But then later on, it just kept coming up, Murdaughs. And then everything was just like swept under the rug.
For a year, investigators look for any truth to the rumors.
Hampton's a small place. Somebody knows something, and as long as we can keep people talking, somebody's bound to slip up and say something.
And coming up next week, which Murdaugh family member's name did investigators hear repeatedly in reference to Stephen's death?
So when I first heard it, it was Buster. It kind of caught me off guard.
Reporting in Hampton County, I'm Ann Emerson.
And you'll want to follow our ABC News 4 podcast, Unsolved South Carolina, The Murdaughs, Murders, Money, and Mystery. Find it wherever you get your podcasts. Sewage backup at a Goose Creek townhome has left a homeowner with a big bill, $7,500. We went to work to find out who exactly is responsible. Our Floriana Boardman has been tracking it down all day.
I'm here in Goose Creek, where this townhome is facing major plumbing problems, all caused during the construction process.
We've had to be very careful as to how much or what we use for water usage, laundry, showers, that sort of thing, even using the dishwasher.
Sam Adams and his wife say sewer water backed up inside their home. Adams says he called Jenkins Plumbing, who did the initial work on their sewer line, another plumbing company, and Berkeley County Water and Sanitation to investigate the issues. Adams says that Berkeley County told him the issue dates back to the construction of their home in January of 2017. They found a piece of rebar was driven down through their sewer line.
And the problem is the installation plus the rebar that's in there is causing the problem.
Adams says Jenkins Plumbing, who originally installed the line, would not send someone to look at their problem because the warranty has expired.
I did call them again yesterday, and I asked if they would at least send somebody out, a manager, a supervisor, somebody. No, I don't understand, because how can you make a diagnosis of a problem when you can't see it?
We have not had much luck reaching them either. We called them at 12 and then again at 2 today, and they still have not gotten back to us. Adams did call me back after our interview today. He tells me since we called Jenkins Plumbing, the company has been in touch with him to take a look at his sewage problem.